our online class. We are in the continuation of our third chapter, Kerala, the land, the rain and the people. Okay, in this chapter now we are discussing about the physiographic diversity and agriculture in Kerala. Physiographic diversity and agriculture in Kerala. Today it is our topic. Okay, and as we know, physiographically or geographically, our state Kerala is divided as three parts. It is highland, midland and the lowland. Like this, Kerala has divided as three parts. Okay, and each of these physiographic unit have its own peculiar features, as we know. Okay, and first we need to understand this what it is called, this classification or this division based on each and every area situated above how many meters from the sea level. We need to understand. Just have a look. The highland is the area, its height is 75 meters or more from the sea level. It is situating 75 meters or more from the sea level, this area. Okay, and midland is the area and its height is 7.5 to 75 meters from the sea level. And the lowland, it is the region, it is the area 7.5 meters above from the sea level. Okay, and here we are starting the peculiarities of highland. Okay, the peculiarities of the highland region: it is rain, mist and cool weather prevail in our eastern highlands. The geographical or weather condition in the highland area, it is rain, mist and cool weather. Okay, it is a part of Sahyadri region, Sahyadri ranges. The highland is a part of Sahyadri ranges. Okay, and cardamom, tea and pepper, ginger, turmeric etc. are the major crops of the highland area. Okay, and we need to understand what are the geographical factors, required for the cultivation of the crops in highland. Okay, it is the first one is saying the geographical factors. The first one we need temperature below 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, and abundant rainfall. Abundant rainfall means good amount of rainfall is required and well drained soil. These three factors are required for the cultivation of cardamom, tea, pepper, ginger etc. in the highland areas. Midland. Okay, midland, which are the crops we are cultivating. Okay, in midland also we are doing variety of crops. Variety of crop cultivation we are doing in the midland as well. Okay, midland is sandwiched. Midland is the area sandwiched between the lowland and the highland. It means midland is the area in between the lowland and highland. Okay, the diverse crops are here. The diverse crops in the midland, it is cereals, vegetables and tuber crops are the diverse crops in the midland area. Okay, and what are the geographical requirements or what are the factors required for the cultivation in the midland area? As we discussed it in the highland area, there also what it is required: abundant rainfall is required. Abundant rainfall is required. Alluvial soil in the river basins. It is a good factor for the crops in the midland area. Alluvial soil in the river basins. Okay, and laterite soil along the hilly tracts are the favorable geographical factors for the crop diversity in the midland region. Okay, all over Kerala, midland areas, an important crop or the cultivation, it is rubber cultivation. Okay, an important cultivation in midland area all over the Kerala, it is the rubber cultivation, it is very suited. This region is very suited for the cultivation of rubber, the major cash crop of Kerala. The major or main cash crop of Kerala, it is rubber, and this crop is rubber is widely cultivated in the midland areas. And the most important advantage of the rubber cultivation, it is once we planted, the rubber crop has the merit of long lasting yield. It is most important about the rubber cultivation. Okay, and who bring the rubber cultivation to India at first time? Okay, who is the father of rubber cultivation in India? John Joseph Murphy. He was an Irish person. He is considered as the father of rubber cultivation in India. Okay, and next we need to discuss about lowland. Okay, lowland lies very close to the sea. Lowlands are the closest area to the sea level. The deposit of alluvial soil in the lowland are ideal for paddy cultivation, and the saline alluvial soil is suitable for the coconut tree. Okay, coconut trees, paddy and coconuts are the major cultivation in the lowland. Okay, and as we discussed here, the Kerala, its physiographic diversity is very suitable for variety of agricultural crops. Okay, but nowadays in our state, agriculture is less profitable. Agriculture is less profitable, and people are moved to other fields, other areas. They are not engaged much more in agricultural works. What is the reason? How it become as less profitable? We need to understand that. The reason for agriculture become less profitable in Kerala, the first one is hike in the price of seeds. Hike in the price of seeds. And the second one is the price increment or increase in the price of fertilizers, and the cost of labor also increased. These three factors, it means price increment, increase in the price of seeds, fertilizers, and cost of labor. These three are increased, and agriculture become less profitable, and people move it to other fields. Okay, thanks to all.